Getting ready to put the greenhouse together. Get your measuring tools and guide, cutting tools, and assembly tools. Here's all the 2x2s, and this entire stack will fit on the roof of a small station wagon. It'll also fit in the back of any pickup truck, small one or large, doesn't matter. There's the 2x6s for the foundation. They'll also fit on top of the roof of a small car or in the back of a small pickup truck. To make sure your 2x6s are all cut properly, what we're going to do is we're going to lay a straight edge along this tip, line up all the 2x6s, make sure they're all perfectly even, then we're going to go to the other end and check and see which ones are actually a little bit too long or short. Okay, this end is all lined up. Okay, now push these all together and you'll notice 3 of them are correct and a couple are off a little bit. So take your pencil and that one's actually okay. So basically, we just have 2 that need a little bit of trimming on the end to make sure that all the angles match up perfect when we assemble this together. See, there we go. Trimmed a couple long ones. They're all pretty good now. Now we assemble this all together into the hexagon base or foundation. Now you're going to go around and you're going to attach a little 6-inch temporary block at each corner just to hold the 2x6s together. Okay, now here's all 6 2x6s assembled on the ground, 30-degree angle cuts, and now we're going to go around and put little 6-inch blocks on every corner just to hold these together temporarily. Set the 6-inch blocks about an inch or so in from the inside because you need room to attach the walls around the outside. The walls are going to go on the very outside of the 2x6. Next, you're going to take these 8-footers, you're going to cut them down to 89 inches. You need 12 of these. These are going to be the bottom and the top of each wall. You're going to have small blocks left over. Save these for later. Next, you're going to cut 24 69-inch long pieces. These are going to be the uprights for the walls, and you'll have some nice long pieces left over. These are going to be used as the corner braces in each wall, the diagonal braces. We're going to make our first wall. Go ahead and set the wood up. You've got an 89-inch piece on the bottom, 89-inch piece on the top, and 4 69-inch uprights. When you add this all together, the walls are going to be exactly 6 feet tall. Now you want to go ahead and mark your center. This is going to be the wall with a door, and I'm putting in a 36-inch wide, 3-foot wide door in this. You can make it any way you want. You can make it a little bit wider and put double doors. This is kind of variable, but I'm going to make mine 36 inches. So what I did was, because this is 89 inches, you measure 44.5 inches to the center. You put a mark, then take your ruler or tape measure Measure out 36 inches. Find the center mark, which is 18 inches. Slide your tape measure back and forth till the 18 lines up, and then make another mark. Then go ahead and make 2 marks over here. That's going to be the center. Go ahead and place your uprights on your marks so your door becomes 36 inches wide. If you're building on an uneven surface, like out in a yard or something like that on the grass, you could build yourself one of these setups. Take a 12 by 12 square of like MDF or plywood or something like that, and get yourself a corner clamp. These are pretty cheap at Home Depot. Go ahead and screw the corner clamp to the board, and what you wind up doing is put a little block underneath to raise it up off the ground so that you don't have to have somebody else hold the other end of your wood. Align the 2 pieces of wood in here, then go ahead and apply glue, sticking the 2 2x2s together at the corner. This holds one piece of wood for you, so you can just hang on to the other one pretty decently until the glue dries. Once the glue dries, you go ahead and put your screws in. Use hot glue on one of the pieces. Squirt a bunch on there. Stick the 2x2s together and hold tightly for about 10 to 15 seconds. After the glue cools, you can take your hands off, and it'll hold the wood together so you can go ahead and put screws in easily. I'm using the SPAX screws from Home Depot, which are self-drilling. If you're using some other type of screw that needs a hole pre-drilled, go ahead, pre-drill your hole, then put your screw in. I'm just going to mount mine on here. Use the sliding guide to hold the screw. Center it. And put the screw in. Repeat this attachment step for every other joint on the wall. If you have a helper, you could use regular wood glue instead of the hot glue. Go ahead and squirt the glue on there. Have a helper hold the 2 pieces together for you while you drill. Okay, and now we've completed the front wall with a 36-inch door. Next, we're going to take the scrap pieces we cut off the 69-inch uprights, and we're going to add them as diagonals here for extra strength. Now remember, we had 4 pieces left after cutting the 69-inch uprights for each wall. What we're going to do is we're going to split these all in half. So we're going to wind up having 8 corner braces, enough to do 2 walls. The leftover pieces are 27 inches. So go ahead and mark the center, 13.5 inches. Now that we have our 13.5-inch pieces for the corner braces, we're going to cut 45-degree angle cuts on each end so that they fit in the corners. So go ahead and set your saw to 45 degrees and make your angle cuts. You now have 1 corner brace. Go ahead and make 3 more. 4 corner braces. Now let's go ahead and place them on the wall. go ahead and add glue to each end. Stick the corner brace in place. Hold it for about 10 seconds. When you put the screws in to hold the corner braces, put them in at an angle that matches the angle of the corner brace. One done, 3 more to go. Okay, and now you're finished with the front wall 36-inch door opening. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make 5 more walls. They're going to be built in the exact same manner, except the space between these 2 uprights is going to be 19¼ inches. And that's because the rafters are going to sit on those 2 uprights directly. So 19¼ inches. I'll show you the next one when it's all finished. All right, one of the regular walls in progress. Notice this is 19¼ inches spacing on the 2 middle uprights because they're going to match up with the rafters. Another view of the completed wall with the corner braces attached and a 36-inch wide door opening. And here's the finished stack of walls. The one on the bottom is the one with the door, and there's 5 more with the 19¼ inch spacing in between the 2 uprights. Next step, we assemble the walls to the base.